Hello friends, welcome to Veena's Educate. We all know the kidneys are the vital organs of our body. They help in removing the waste from our body. Right? You all agree with me? Yes. Kidneys, they remove the waste from the body, they keep the blood clean and keep our body healthy. But what will happen if the kidneys fail? If the kidneys stop functioning? Yes, when the kidneys stop functioning, when they fail, complete and irreversible kidney failure is known as ESRD. ESRD, that is end stage renal disease. What happens here? The body is filled with extra water and waste products. Now, this condition is known as uremia. It is known as uremia. When this condition occurs, the body, the hands and feet of the body swell and the body is filled with extra water and it is filled with waste products. The body starts feeling weak and it starts feeling tired because the blood is not clean. There is unclean blood in the body. So the person does not feel healthy. Now, what is the solution for this? Do we have any solution? Yes, we have a solution, that is, we can go for dialysis. The person can go for a dialysis. And this is Veena and you're watching Veena's Educate. Today in this video we shall learn about what is dialysis and what is the solution for this type of problem. Before we learn about this, let us learn what are the factors that are responsible for the failure of kidneys. Are you all ready? Just listen here. The first is infection. It happens due to infection. If there is any infection in the body, then the kidneys try to fail. Usually it is the urinary infection. That is, when the infection comes to the body through the urinary tract, then when it reaches the kidneys slowly get infected and they fail to function. So this is one of the factors. Another factor is injury. Due to any injury, that is, you can have it may be burn injury or it may be due to any accident, the kidneys get damaged, then also the kidneys fail. And the third one is high blood pressure. So when a person is having high blood pressure continuously in his body, he is developing high blood pressure in his body without any control, then it can affect the kidneys and the kidneys may fail. The fourth point is high blood pressure. If the person is continuously having high sugar in his body without any control on it, then slowly and gradually the kidneys start degenerating and they fail. The fifth point is restricted blood flow to the kidneys. Restricted blood flow to the kidneys means the blood flow to the kidneys is restricted, that is, it is stopped. How could this happen? One could be if the person is having high cholesterol in his body, the cholesterol can get deposited in the renal artery and the renal veins. And when they get deposited there, they restrict the blood flow to the kidneys, and due to which the kidneys can fail. So these are few factors how the kidneys fail and it leads to kidney failure. Then if a person's both the kidneys are failed, what should he do? He can go for the doctor's advice for dialysis. So dialysis, and this dialysis is also known as artificial kidney. So here what happens? The dialysis takes place. For this you require a dialyzing machine. The person's artery, the person who is affected, both the kidneys are damaged, this person's main artery, the blood is taken from the main artery, and before it is pumped out from the body, it is treated with an anticoagulant known as heparin. So the blood from the main artery is treated with anticoagulant known as heparin, and then it is let into the dialyzing machine. This is the dialyzer. is a dialyzer. It consists of few tubes, that is tubes or channels into which the blood flows. So the blood from the main artery moves into these channels, that is the tubes, and in between the tubes the dialyzing machine is filled with, dialyzer is filled with dialyzing fluid. What is the difference between the blood and the dialyzing fluid? The dialyzing fluid is completely, it is similar to the blood plasma. What is the difference is, the blood will have the waste products, but the dialyzing fluid does not have the waste products. So when the blood flows into these tubes, the impure blood from the body flows into these tubes. Because the dialyzing machine is not having any waste products in it, it is completely clean. So all the waste products from the blood, they move into the dialyzing fluid, and therefore the blood becomes clean. What is the difference, main difference between the dialysis and the natural way of getting the blood pure by the kidneys is, in the kidneys reabsorption takes place, whereas here the reabsorption of the waste does not take place. Once it is filtered and then the blood which is completely cleaned, it gets again, it is through the vein, it is administered, pumped into the body. Before it is pumped into the body, it is treated with antiheparin, and then it is pumped into the body. This is how the dialysis, that is the whole blood gets pure, it gets cleaned by this machine known as dialyzing machine, and this process takes place, it takes about 3 to 6 hours, and depending on the condition, on the severity of the condition of the patient, it is advised maybe alternate days or maybe weekly once or once in a fortnight, depending on the severity of the condition. So this is one solution for a patient whose kidneys have been failed. Is there any solution where permanent solution where the person need not go for this dialysis every time? Because once it is started, it will continue till the whole life. So what can be done? What can be done? The permanent solution is kidney transplant. So the person can go for a kidney transplant. What is kidney transplant? Healthy kidney, a functioning, very well functioning kidney of a person is transplanted into the person's body whose kidneys are failed. Preferably, this kidney should be from his close relative. Why? And it should be a good match to the recipient's body who is receiving the kidney. He is a recipient, and this kidney should be a good match, perfect match to his body. Otherwise, if it is not a perfect match, the immune system of the body will reject the kidney, and then this kidney transplant will be a failure. Hence, it is recommended that the kidney should be from a close relative, and it should be a perfect match to the patient's or the recipient's body. And now where is this kidney placed? The well-functioning kidney, where is it placed? It is placed either on the right side or on the left side of the lower abdomen, any side, and it is placed somewhere, not here, but it is placed somewhere this place, very close to the urinary bladder. The renal artery and the renal vein of the functioning kidney which has been transplanted, that is connected to the renal artery and the renal vein of the recipient, of the patient's body. And then the ureter of the kidney is connected to the urinary bladder. So this is the place where the the kidney is transplanted in this place in the body. And what do they do with this failed kidneys? In most of the cases, the failed kidneys are not removed from the body, because the failed kidneys also produce some chemical substances which are required for the proper functioning of the body. So the failed kidneys are not removed. And if at all these failed kidneys, they start producing certain complications like infections and such type of things, then these kidneys are removed. Otherwise, if they don't pose any complication, the failed kidneys will remain as it is in the body, and the fresh kidney, the well-functioning kidney, is placed at this site. The renal artery, the renal vein of this fresh kidney is connected to the renal artery and renal vein of the patient, and the ureter is directly connected to the urinary bladder. So this is a permanent solution for the kidney failure, whosoever kidneys have failed. So kidney transplant is a permanent solution. So hope you all have understood, and you all know now. With this, you know the importance of kidneys, the most vital organs, that is the kidney. Hence, keep learning and keep watching the videos, and I shall come out with the next video. Till then, thank you friends.